Craziest things that were ever found in cars pulled from lakes. In 2020, a tow truck driver in Georgia was hired by the county to pull abandoned vehicles from a reservoir being drained for the first time in 40 years. On his third pull, he hooked onto a 1972 Chevelle that had been reported stolen in 1983. But when they popped the trunk, they found a sealed metal box wrapped in chains. The original owner had died in prison years ago after being convicted for a string of burglaries, and no family ever came forward. So after waiting the required 90 days, the tow truck driver was awarded everything inside. The box contained rare pocket watches and stacks of cash worth $260,000. Next, in 2018, a group of divers in Michigan was exploring a flooded quarry when they found a car sitting at the bottom that didn't match any missing vehicle reports. They called the police, who pulled it out and discovered human remains in the driver's seat along with a briefcase handcuffed to the skeleton's wrist. The diver who found it assumed he'd get a finder's fee, but the state claimed everything as evidence in a cold case. The investigation went nowhere, and 3 years later, the case was closed with the victim never identified. So he filed a claim for the contents, but the state argued that unclaimed property belongs to the government. He spent 4 years fighting in court over a briefcase worth $310,000 and lost everything. He walked away with nothing but $62,000 in legal debt. Next, in 2022, a teenage girl in Wisconsin was fishing with her grandfather when her line snagged on something heavy. They thought it was a log, but when they pulled harder, a car roof broke the surface. A tow company pulled out a 1965 Mustang that had been underwater for decades. The plates traced back to a man who vanished in 1978 after embezzling from his employer. Everyone assumed he fled the country, but he had been at the bottom of the lake the whole time. Inside the trunk was a vacuum-sealed suitcase. His employer's company no longer existed, and his only living relative was a nephew who wanted nothing to do with it. So the court awarded the contents to the girl and her grandfather. The suitcase contained $420,000 in jewelry and cash.